we were able to go to Mexico. So Mexico, I think it was about a 3-ish hours away from us from where we were of a drive. So that's really not that bad. So we actually went through Tijuana. So like anybody, most people, you think, wow, Mexico, Tijuana, that's really, really bad. Like this is going to be horrible, and actually it's not like that, actually. There's
In Hollywood in LA, right?
some parts are, but to the part that you think of the cartel or you think of being harassed by border patrol or police, we weren't experiencing that. And then I didn't go blinded either. Like we went with La Harbor Christian Church. They already had contacts over there, a church over there. One of the brothers that's been going for 17 years from the UK. His name is Andrew. Shout out to Andrew. I asked him. I said, hey, how long have you been going? He said 17 years. Has there been any issues with the cartel or the police or anything? He said, not in 17 years, not with him. And I said, okay. So in our minds, though, we think, and by the way, yeah, the cartel's there and there's bad police. There's bad. I'm not saying there isn't, but it's not going to happen every time you just go. You know what I'm saying? To make that a fear factor where we can't even go there to give the gospel. You understand what I'm saying? No way. And so I went, my son and my wife, we went with 16 people from La Harbor Christian Church. Now, this was the first time, like I said, acts of service is the biggest thing that this church does. Like in most churches, they rather build a house. They rather paint a wall, like any church, and these are good deeds. So I challenged La Harbor Christian Church in Mexico, and I come to find out either one of the churches never actually really practiced intentional evangelism. Intentional evangelism, when we're talking about Jesus Christ dying for sin, that message specifically, there's not practice. So when we went, I said, well, listen, I won't go unless that is what we're going to do. Yeah, I'll help paint or whatever, but we need to do this. This is important. So he said, yes, I agree. The Pastor Jason agreed. He talked to Brother Adam from Strong Tower Ministry over there. They were like, yeah, nobody's ever done that. Nobody's ever done both, So I said, well, we're going to try both. We'll do both. So we went and did that. We were I planted a cactus. My wife and I, first time planting a cactus, gardening a little bit. And then also we built like a rock wall for their playground. And then also we serve food to an orphanage that's there. About 85 kids, orphan kids are there in Mexico. So we were able to do that. And then the big thing too was we were able to go and do intentional evangelism. So 16 people were doing intentional evangelism. They did a great job, and I know a lot of them, most have not done it. Most have not given out, not even a gospel tract, not even, being intentional with their testimony, giving out, talking about who Jesus is. So like many people can relate to that. Many churches, people listening to me, I would say that the majority of the people don't practice that, and that's something that we should get encouragement in. So they were doing it though, which was great. I loved it too because I didn't need a translator. I was able to speak Spanish. Spanish is my second language. Being Hispanic, I loved India, but India needed a translator. It's kind of a little more difficult. With Mexico, it was just easier. I was able to make my points in Spanish. I was able to have these great discussions. I was also able to coach and monitor the rest of the team there. So it was really good incorporating both. With that being said, we gave out the care packages, the gospel tracts. We were doing all that. We also left La Harbor Christian Church with a plan. We gave them a plan and an encouragement to give out gospel tracts and care packages on a week-to-week level as a church, one gospel tract a week. Give the care packages to the homeless as you're seeing them, making the bags once a month. Also to go to once a month outreach collectively as a group. So they're actually really close to Cal State Fullerton, very close, and there's a lot of traffic. Their church is probably like 15 minutes from there. So it's a really good location for them. And then also giving them resources, like I said, the gospel tracts and the care packages. They got some training, and then I plan to coach them and monitor and keep up with them as time progresses. But yeah, they seem very excited, very enthused about that. So I'm really, really happy for that opportunity. And same thing for Victory Outreach. I was encouraging them to keep doing the same, that even though these men, they're getting help, it's good to go back to the community and reach out to the other people with the gospel of Jesus Christ. So I'll stop there for now.